Hey guys, it's OKB, and we're back with another Fuku Deals. Yeah, okay, so it's between Taka Suigetsu and Kimo Shisui, and then there's always the Battle Power Pack, which is, I think it's refines and trading potion. No, it's refines and charms, something like that. They apparently have different types of Battle Power Packs, so they give you different power items, I think, here, right? Yeah, Fuku optional pack, whatever. Battle Power Pack 3. So yeah, there's different types of battle power packs. This one is charms and refines, which, you know, refines are always nice. Level 13. Like who has 5 level 13s right now? Right? Nobody. I think even One Punch Man doesn't have level 13. Right? This guy, level 13. Level 10 refinements, level 10. But that's not his stack one, is it? Which one is his stacked? Let me see. Okay. His stack isn't actually that much higher. I guess since he's really stacked everything. Level 13, level 13, level 13, level 13. Okay, I stand corrected. Someone has 5 level 13s. Never mind. Okay. Besides this point, most people don't have it. Okay, first of all, I forgot to mention, Tachi says she will do calculations, but since I'm doing this video early, it might come out later, and I'll put it in the comments later. All right, so you guys check back in like 2 days maybe, and then we might be able to have it with like the percentage and stuff. But the items in general is okay-ish. It wasn't as good as the 25,000, but then the rebate value I think is probably a little higher since it's 30%. I mean 30,000 instead of 25,000. The higher the higher the Fuku Deals is, the more percentage it gives back. But the type of item that you get, well, we're gonna get into that right now. But first, okay, I'm gonna go down the list. Infinite Tsukuyomi still here. Don't need to talk about that. Platinum monthly recharge is always kind of nice. Make sure you know what you're doing. 2,500. These are advanced experimentals. The rest are okay though. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you need it, it's fine. Whatever, because we're getting great new ninjas with breakthroughs. Might as well get some. Oh, they even have Taka on this platinum gift pack 4. Ninetales chakra. This is more of like a meme ninja. It's just for fun. Powerful item optional pack 5. Stop giving us so... Okay. I don't want to keep on looking up what powerful item optional pack 4, 5, 6... Like, just... I don't know. Just find some way to tell us without us having to go to forums to look up what's powerful item optional pack 3. Anyways, that's just a little complaint I have for Oasis with this stuff. I'm glad that they're packing it up so that you have more options. I just want an easier way to find out what those things are. Okay, flower. Okay, let's take a look. Actually, I need to go to forums for this one. Forums, news, and what's in Ino's gift pack. Yeah, Ino's gift pack, or Fresh Flower gift pack, that's what it's called. And then Ino's gift package. Man, what's with these all variation of names? Like, I can't remember all of this. Ino, flower. Okay, so here's the list. Ino gift. Well, okay, so Ino's gift, you get these. Kimamaru, Madara, Edo Minato. A lot of people already have all this stuff. Ronin 50 fragments. 20 fragments of 10 Tails Madara. Yeah, Madara's... He's really powerful. I think just his chase is really powerful, this thing. You can run defense Kushina, but since he ignores a lot of defense resistance, he can probably blitz Kushina if he wants to. Yeah, it's a bit of a... That's why he's so meta, but Green Ninja Madara counters him. And then Fresh Flowers, which is what you guys should expect to get. New Year Hashirama is always good. Great Ninja Madara. Yeah, these are all really good. I expect some paid players to go for this. All right. So if you're a free-to-play player, really check in to see if your whale people in your servers are gonna go for this. But it is worth it even on level the second one. I actually might even go for the Fresh Flower gift pack instead. Yeah, instead of the first place. I mean, not saying that it's any better, but it's better for me for sure. Okay, so that is the Ino Flower thing. Now we actually get to the Fuku Deals and the items. Okay, so the items, it's more varying. Some items are not so helpful for me. Ultimate Treasure Essence is always at the end. Let's go through 500. 500 is actually really like this one. 1000 is also pretty good. Actually, 500 is better than 1000. If you're gonna spend a little bit, then just go for the 500. All right. This 10 cultivation scroll is whatever, but secret scroll, it's a little better. Yeah, also I'll probably still go for a little bit for the 500, but they're about the same, so you don't have to really worry about it. 1500 is about the same. You know, getting 2 500s, 1 5000. Maybe the 1000 is actually a little better, but anyways, 3000, 20 keys, cultivation pills, cultivation scrolls. These are the items that I don't like at all. Cultivation scrolls give you so little. Cultivation pills, it's okay. Yeah, I mean 20 keys. Now 1000, is it better than 3000? Let me see, 4 charm packs. I mean you double, so you get the same amount for these, so I can cancel these out. No, actually I need to multiply, so 2 refines, 10 cave keys, and 5 training potions versus this. Yeah, 1000 is still slightly better, I think. Just because I don't like the cultivation scrolls. But yeah, if it wasn't for the cultivation scrolls, I think I would have gone for 3000. Charms are not bad though. It's okay. It's not that much of a difference. You can go for 3000 if you want. 8000, of course, go for the 10,000 always. It's only a 2,000 coupon difference, really. And then you have the Milky Boost. Milky Boosts aren't that great, but yeah, okay, fine. You know, like these items are not as good as the 25,000 one from before, if I remember correctly. They didn't have as many mediocre items like this, like Milky Boost. I don't think it even had any Milky Boost at all. So in terms of like the items I'm seeing so far, it's like 3 out of 5 maybe. Okay, advanced experimentals, you know, another thing. If you guys have watched my videos, you know that protection vials. I want protection vials, but I don't want the experimentals because we use a lot more protection vials when we upgrade things with skill trials. Some people do it differently, but you know, it's rather just have the protections instead of this thing, and they value it a lot higher because they give you both, and so they take up a slot, which I'd rather have something else. Like this entire slot thing is not as good. The rest are okay, you know, there's training potions and Taka Suigetsu kimono. The battle power pack is always like the default, and that's good because even if you don't like the ninjas and you want to spend, here's a way to spend. Now Kimono Shisui and Suigetsu Taka, I'm gonna go over that really quickly after I go through this 30,000. Okay, on what you should expect from each. Taka Suigetsu is actually not too bad. It takes a while to figure out how to use him though, for sure. It took me a while. I actually thought he was terrible until I remembered that his mystery did a mystery cooldown by 1 or something. So, depends on the ninjas that you have. Hit and mist isn't really a factor in here. Like, he has abilities for hit and mist, but it's not that good. Unless you are going to use Sharkisame and something like that. Kimono Shisui has breakthroughs, which we're going to go over on Konoha Proxy. We're going to take a look at that on Konoha Proxy. Okay, so charms, yeah, these are all fine. I mean, these are good items now. Level 7 Magatama, not so much. Really hate it when they give us Magatamas because we really max it out just with Ninja Exam. Like, why else would we do Ninja Exam? I guess there's the scrolls too on Ninja Exam, but we get enough Magatamas. Even at level 7, I don't really want them to take that space. So yeah, still a 3 out of 5. It's not my favorite. 30,000 Fuguroma's optional pack 7. V11 is 7. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna give a lot of Fuguroma optional pack 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Maybe they'll skip 13. I don't know if they're superstitious. Oh wait, I think Chinese is superstitious on 4, but I don't. It's technically 10 cent, but then this is an American company. Whatever. Okay, I'm going off topic. The 30,000 is good. Everything's good. So yeah, 30,000 over 20,000. I might even take the 10,000 over 20,000 simply because I don't really want that ninjas, but you get refines versus Magatamas, but then you have training potions, which is better than Magatamas. You know, it's back and forth. I can't really figure out which one is better, but probably the 10,000 is a little better. Yeah, I'll probably take the 10,000 2 times. Because if you take the 10,000 two times, you'll be able to do the 8,000, 3,000, so on, right? You add those all together, it's probably better than 20,000. Even if the value is not better, the items, I think, are still probably slightly better. It's hard to say. That's like the items. I don't really like the items too much. It's part of the reason why I'm not spending on my main accounts, which I'll go over in a second as well. Okay, 30,000. Yeah, 30,000 over everything else. Okay. Now let's talk about the ninjas involved. Suigetsu Taku. Now I can show this on any account, the abilities at least. And I'll show you a team that I was thinking of for later. I wrote down a plan-ish, but not for this account. Okay, his mystery is one of the most important parts of him, to be honest. I mean, it's the second most important. He deals unmissable taijutsu damage to a selected unit and causes interrupt while increasing that mystery cooldown by 1. The one that you want to really think about is increasing your mystery cooldown by 1. You gotta assume that you're trying to fight people who are stronger than you, right? If you're really fast, then I guess this is just something fun for you. But you can interrupt people, which is nice, and increases mystery cooldown by 1. Just 1. It's a little bit like a Halloween Kimimaro thing, except it's just by 1. And it's kind of useless on Kushina too. And you get 2 extra standard attacks each turn. Now, standard attack reduces defense by 10% over and over again, but your support dies pretty easily, so you might kill the support early, or this might not matter at all. Like reducing the guy with the lowest health, his defense by 10%. You know, if you're running like Kakuzu or something, the guy with the lowest health is usually the weakest support or something like that, or the guy without dodge. And so you're hitting him, reducing defense. Well, Kakuzu does ninjutsu, so defense doesn't matter at all. Just a thought. You could also use this with other Akatsuki members, and those do use defense. But the thing is, you're attacking support with his standard attack. But at least the standard attack is not useless like some other supports. You know, what are some supports? Like sometimes Edo Itachi is kind of useless with his knockdown. His unmissable knockdown, but you don't want to hit the other side because they might be running Rinnegan Sasuke or Edo Minato or like Kushina or something. And so sometimes it's just best not to have a standard attack or just have a healing standard attack or something. But since Suigetsu actually does something like lowering defense, it kind of helps. And his mystery lets him use it twice. Oh no, he's also a round 1 mystery thing. So I think it's 20 chakra or 20 or 0 chakra. I forgot which one, but it's only 20 chakra at most. Actually, you know what? We can check with this. 0 chakra. Okay, this is 0 chakra, and that makes it a lot better. You can use this even if you've been drained of chakra. Nice. Okay, that makes him a little bit better now. Now he has a chase that does low repulse, which, you know, he chases his own thing. There's a fair amount of ninjas that need repulse. Great Ninja Armada included, which is why I actually would probably put Great Ninja Armada with him as a support, or you know, as a position 1. Either way works. Yeah, I mean, if Great Ninja Armada uses low with his mystery and then you cause a repulse, then you have somebody who does repulse knockdown for Great Ninja Armada. You can throw in Ningendo if you want. Yeah, but some in Madara too. There's fragments of him on Great Plates, I think. So that's one thing you can think about too. Ignoring some defensive resistance, so at least you deal some damage, right? You still won't put him as position 1, but ignoring defensive resistance is kind of like having Summer Kakashi as a support. You deal a fair amount of damage, even if you're not stacked. So the first passive, the 4th ability, is a high chance to evade chase attacks, which is nice if you put him in position 2, which is probably what people will do. Increases all hit and missed ninja evasion by 30%, not stackable, persists after his defeat, which sounds good and all, but like how many hit and miss ninjas do we have that's actually really good? Let's take a look. Hit and missed, right? This is the list. It's a fair amount of ninjas, but like which ninja over here are you actually going to use? First, I mean, okay, Chojuro might work, but Chojuro it's not the best. It works if you have him, but to get him, you need to spend a whole bunch of Sun Scrolls or, you know, Seal Scrolls, and it takes a while. And each time he uses standard attack, and then the attack increases by 8%, which is a fair amount, but not like the best. So, I mean, you could use it with him, sure, but he's still not the best. You can use it with Swimsuit Mai, which actually could work if you're gonna run a no chakra barrier, replacing anything really. 3 versus 3, probably a good idea there. Edo Yagura, yeah, so he doesn't help with the chase though. He chases low repulse, and Yagura needs knockdown. So, I mean, you can get some evasion on Yagura for sure, but you know, Yagura, he's a little bit out of fashion because of all the support that he needs. Yeah, I've tried him, but just didn't work too well. Is there anything else? Oh, Kisame. So Kisame, if you're running Kisame as support, then you need a position 1 ninja for Kisame to support. Now, Kisame does have his breakthroughs, and I'm going to go to Kono Proxy for that right now. Wait. Kono Proxy. Here we go. Kono Proxy. We're going to look at Kisame breakthroughs, which is in China, but it's going to come here later. You also have normal Kisame, but he's not that good. You can summon 4 or 5 sharks, whatever, or what is this? When he's attacked, he decreases his own mystery cooldown by 1 round. Yeah, it's kind of nice if you can dodge with Kisame. He also has his offensive ability, which basically is like Kakuzu level scaling, except his standard attack is front row. Yeah, just. Oh, a line of enemies. Fine. Okay, a line of enemies, kind of like Third Raikage. Or you can suppress super armor. So those are the 2 standards attacks. So it's fair. You attack a line of enemies, but and he's immune to taunt, provoke. I don't even know why they need to write that. But even as an offensive unit, he's not that powerful. Even with that scaling, he only hits a line instead of a guaranteed 4 like Kakuzu does. You might as well get Kakuzu, right? Instead of the breakthroughs on Kisame. Of course, you can put both, and that would work, of course, but you just need a control. Some way to control. Kisame will break that barrier and gain chakra, but if someone controls your Kakuzu somehow, like Ranger Amaro drains chakra and then does a combo and then he immobilizes you. Well, then Kisame's down. I mean, Kakuzu's down. Kisame's over there, but you can't help your Kakuzu. You can't remove debuffs. Maybe I'm talking too much, but I'm just saying that having Kisame on the field and Taka Suigetsu means you need to have some fire main or something, or water main or something to remove debuffs. And with enough control, they can just stop you. But your opponent can stop you. So it's kind of risky to try to do that. Okay, so Kisame is one ninja that I really thought would really work here. Now, the rest is just... Is there anything to... I mean, Mangetsu can help with the evasion rates, but you need a position 1 hit and miss. Edo Udukata sucks, and that's the only thing. That's hit and missed. There's not a lot you can do with it. That's good. And that's why Suigetsu, I'm gonna go back to him. He's more of a Akatsuki guy. All right. So his evasion stuff increase all hidden Minji's evasion. It's only for himself, really. Unless you have Akatsuki unless you have Shark Kisame, because he's both Akatsuki and hit and miss. So he'll have a chance to dodge and super armor and all that stuff. Okay, Akatsuki ninjas, there's a lot more stronger ones, and that's why I think him and Great Ninja Madara would actually be a very good pair, because Great Ninja Madara breakthroughs there's a Y ability that if you have shields, if an Akatsuki member has shields, or was it if this line has shields or something, you have super armor, and that's awesome. And Suigetsu also creates shields for Hit and Mist and Akatsuki. So if you have a pure Akatsuki team in a line here, Great Ninja Madara with Suigetsu, they all have all sorts of dodge, evasion rates, chase dodge, and all that kind of stuff. It works pretty well. Okay, so that's like the one thing that I was able to see. Another thing might be Zetsu. I think Tachi mentioned Zetsu and Kakuzu. If you have that sort of a team, it might work actually, because I think the clones are considered Katsuki. I'm not quite sure, but I think they are because they're Zetsu. But once you summon other ninjas, then I guess they might not be Akatsuki. You might not get the shields, but you might also get the shields, and they have the same stats as that Zetsu. So, you know, if you're increasing the damage on a Kakuzu that you copied over, I mean, Taka Suigetsu would really help out. Yeah, so I mean, those are some ways that you can think of, some ways that you can use it outside, but I just don't think it doesn't really work with my 181 account. All right, I don't have the Akatsuki members required for a good team, a good 1-versus-1 team. Like, I don't have any damage dealers that are Akatsuki, or good damage dealers that are Akatsuki. So it's not good for me to spend on this. I could try to go for Great Ninja Madara, but I have 0 fragments of him on this account, and it's going to take a while. So I'm going to be saving this up. I actually want to just save this up for the next 45,000 coupon thing, which might be, I'm hoping, Susanoo Shisui. Now let's talk about Kimo Shisui, and he also has breakthroughs, so we're just going to go to the little Konoha proxy thing. Kimo Shisui. Here we go. See, he has breakthroughs. With his breakthroughs, you have, let's see, what changes? Oh, battle cooldown. Oh, okay, so normally you have a 2-round battle cooldown, and you need a chase. With +2, you have a 1-round battle cooldown. With Y +1, it causes slow. That's the only difference. And also a 1-round cooldown. Oh, this is undodgeable. Alright, so undodgeable is good. Yeah, for Kimo Shisui, just having him isn't good, but having him broken through is actually pretty nice, as long as you can interrupt people. That's just the thing. Cause undodgeable to all front rows, and okay, so that's the +2 undodgeable suppressed super armor. Quite good against a number of ninjas, but he's not immune to status. So if you hit running against Sasuke, you might get feared, chaos, or whatever. And undodgeable to a random row in ignition, high chance. Okay, so this is kind of like Great Ninja Madara. Kimo Shisui is actually pretty good, I would say. I'm actually might even spend for it on 189 because I have him 3 stars. But you know, it's kind of like Great Ninja Madara, undodgeable, ignition, high chance of repulse, all enemies. You can hit even 9 people, so that's actually pretty strong. But he's just not immune to status. But that's kind of just like Great Ninja Madara as well. Repulse low, his chases repulse low, and you can either do it 3 times around with his +2, or reduce your mystery cooldown by 2, and you don't have to chase once, and that's actually safer. But yeah, if you do that, you won't scale as much. Now he has his combo is like 10 combo or 30 combo, all ignition. His 30 combo ignores defensive resistance. This doesn't really matter too much, honestly. Okay, and then he has this chase, increasing initiative a tiny amount. Let's see, with his +2, increase 20% for mystery standard attacks when using chase skill. This is basically like Great Ninja Madara. Everything is almost exactly the same as Great Ninja Madara in terms of defensive and offensive skills. The difference is interruption, his mystery, and all that stuff. So yeah, he's actually pretty good. But the problem is he doesn't scale that much. His scaling is only ninjutsu, which he only uses in his standard attack. His standard attack is ninjutsu. His mystery is tai and ninjutsu, which means his scaling is only half. It's like 6% maybe attack and ninjutsu for his mystery. And so his scaling is like in the middle of good and okay. His Y +1, let's see, high chance of evading any first. Yeah, this is they basically just took out a lot of Great Ninja Madara's abilities and gave it to Kimo Shisui with a little bit of difference. He doesn't. I'll still say like Great Ninja Madara is better because it was like he has all sorts of interesting abilities. Kimo Shisui is kind of more of a straight line of interruption and a little bit of scaling. But yeah, he's pretty good. If you want him, you can start going for him now with this breakthrough, with this cycle. He's like 1 level below meta, I'll say. He's better than 6 Pass Naruto for sure, but he's not better than Minato or Great Ninja or Madara. Yeah, depending on what you have on him, but he's definitely worth going for if you're going to go for his breakthroughs, which will come a lot later, so maybe you just don't want to do that at all. Okay, talked a lot about these ninjas. I could make some teams later in a future video. I don't want to make this video too long, but let's go through the other items, right? Battle Power Pack, I think I told you, is just refines and charms. And then I think there's something else that didn't matter, so... Colored banner has finished since last week. Don't forget to collect it. Time limited shop. Refunds. Yeah, not bad. Ninja assist. Secret rolls. I mean, these are pay to win, so you just collect the power items. Kimo Shisui is over here, by the way, if you're gonna go for the 4 stars. For fun. He's kind of he should be fun. Fireworks. Death possession Hidan. You don't need to spend for this unless you're never on. Oh, that rhymed, huh? Okay. There's no real rebate here because you're gonna get everything for free as long as you do all the missions. It's a fair amount. I mean, the Summer Kurenai near Hashirama, you could go for Summer Kurenai first because of the cost. Charms, training potions. I mean, it's all standard stuff. They're all good to get, but just not the best value, I'd say. This outfit here, Gamakiri, is always nice. I've been using him for a long time. He's just nice. He's just really good. Better than King of Hell, which is harder to get. Katsuki Creation. Edo Madara, good for 3v3. Kimimaro is always there. He's always kind of nice and sort of expensive too, but he's good enough for his expense. Alright, now we'll go to Great Plates. It's my... I would probably take this as the 3rd best option. Fireworks is the better one, I'd say, because of what you're getting, the options that you have. But Great Plates, you see, everyone who has watched me knows that I don't like that they have Advanced Experimental Files as a common drop. Summer Madara is good though, and then Cave Keys is pretty nice. So I think 3 out of the 4 is pretty nice. So maybe this is actually 2nd best, because there's only one drop that isn't too good. Ronin Sauce, I mean, he's like 2 levels before meta. It's like a 3rd Raikage thing. Yeah, it's just more like a 3rd Raikage sort of a level. Advanced Protection Vials, Sasori, no, I don't like him, and Epic Refines, great, but he's kind of rare. I think you even get a notification if you get Epic Refines. So these corners are pretty rare. So I would say 7 out of the 9 items are good. Yeah, I mean, I'll include Ronin Sasuke if you want. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. And the Great Plates, let's see, what do you got? Great Plates, Great Plate. These are the ninjas that you can get. The one that you really want to think about is Rinnegan Sasuke and Summer Kakashi. Just those 2. The 3rd Hokage here is nice for a suicidal attack, but there's also Ronin Naruto. Okay, sure. You can try to get that too. I always think he's too expensive for that, to spend on power and stuff. But he might be really good for Sage, so... if you're at a point where you can go really fast, if you want to go really fast in Sage, there's a lot of weaker people, you can go Ronin Naruto, just buff him up really hard, and then just destroy Sage. I've seen people with like 20 streaks with Ronin Naruto, and they're not even the strongest. They lose to the strongest, sure, but they just get a lot done in Sage. So Ronin Naruto, here and there, maybe. But yeah, those 3, Summer Kakashi, Rinnegan Sasuke, and Ronin Naruto. If you like those, Great Plates is actually a fair option for this. Goldfish is always ugly, and nobody really cares because there's Summer Ino here. Yeah, like even the free draws, you might get a cave key or 2, but that's about it. Going on outlets, I looked through, there wasn't anything that I really wanted or you should get at all, with the exception of... not even Ronin Naruto. With the exception of Edo Nagato, and 65 is actually, I think, pretty cheap for a ninja that can be used really well if you know how to use him. Alright, you need Rinnegan users, and if you don't have Rinnegan users, I guess you can try to counter Kakuzu with this. Get someone who can suppress super armor, maybe a Killer Bee or so. Maybe a Root with Killer Bee breakthroughs, and yeah, should do well. Other than that, there's nothing here that's really good. But if you do have alternate accounts, Refine Runes, yeah, you can go for this. You can just spend with your alternate accounts, get cards, send them to your main. There's a limit every day, so do it quickly, and then you get refunds. That's about it. For Kono outlets, at least. Recruitment feedback. I might do another video on like triple 300 again. Trying to get Edo Hashirama on some of these. Also Edo Tobirama. If I had to Edo Tobirama, I actually might have spent for that Minato barrier. Be really nice. Yeah, and then I can try to replace it with Garo. Just replace it with Garo. Summon rebates, don't forget to do the 200s. 200s, not 500. Milkaboos, don't forget to do them. I actually would do the Wheel of Offering once per day. Sounds pretty good. Could throw that in my calculations, but I actually really want Great Ninja Madara on my other account. And then Kono's special thing. Make sure to time this with your Platinum gift card thing. I don't know how much you're spending, so I'm not going to go over this too much, but yeah. This is like a... How much do you have to spend for this? 2,500. Single recharge. So you want to do that in a day. If you do Platinum recharge, you do 2,500. It's right there. So you could do that for 5 days or 3 days, however many you want. Make sure to save some so you get the 5 days thing here though, if you're not going to recharge that much. Okay, Kono's sale, and that's about it. Konoha's Great Tree, don't forget your name 5 Nature's training, by the way, starts today. Or yesterday, depending on whenever this video comes out. Great Ninja Madara is always there, and then there's Taka Suigetsu. You know, if you're gonna get Kimo Shisui, but you want Taka Suigetsu anyways, he's here. Go in and spend in there. Christmas Kushina actually sounds really good. Just that I think we need more innovation. We need more people to figure out teams for this guy, or for this girl. But she can actually give a really high power bonus. For attack and critical hit's a bit of a bonus, but increasing your attack by 8% for each 10 chakra, which means a maximum of 80%. You probably want to combine that with another buff. It's not enough alone, but should be pretty good. Throw in like a Chunin Shikamaru with that, and I don't know, hidden jutsu user Great Ninja Madara would work pretty well. Yeah, I think Great Ninja Madara would work pretty well with this ninja. Minato's like a level below meta, maybe 1.5. Release on the Christmas barrier. Let's see, he basically increases standard attack by 50%, but if you use him, you need support for Kakazu, you need someone to generate chakra or defend against anything. And so if you use Kakazu, while you're increasing your damage, you also have a lot of risk. And this goes for everything. Anything that you're using for standard attacks, this is a risk. Yeah, I mean, he has sort of an Asuma recover 20 chakra and then remove all debuffs on 2 random units. He has, let's see, he has a dodge. Yeah, he just has a dodge. It's nothing that powerful. And his chase is useless, kind of. His attack, yeah, he's not that good. I mean, he's fair, he's fun, but he's not that good. You might be able to use him in rank battles or 3 versus 3 if you're gonna really support somebody. That could work. Okay, and then Ninja Assist is always great. Secret Scroll Packs is always nice if you've really maxed out on the Ninja Assist. Now this is a daily limit on Great Ninja Madara. This limit's fine. This is a daily limit. You can just buy all the fragments you want, really, pretty soon. What else is there to talk about? I think this is it. Oh, that's right. Okay, I am gonna go over and let's switch over to the account I'm actually gonna spend in, and I have a plan for this one. I have exactly 30,000. I'm gonna get Taka Suigetsu. I would get Kimo Shisui if I was being competitive, but I'm not. I want to try something new. So Suigetsu, the team I want to go for, and I think I wrote this down, so let's actually switch to display view. Is this working? Yeah, good. All right. The Dummy Wamigami plan. Ninja, I have third Raikage breakthroughs, normal Shisui, not Kimono. Killer Bee breakthroughs, Beheading Kakashi breakthroughs, Asuma breakthroughs, Gakido breakthroughs, Juna Shikamaru breakthroughs, Normal Kisame, and then Swimsuit Mai. Those are basically the only ninjas that are worth talking about here. So I'm going to create this from scratch, the team from scratch, or actually I already did that. I'm going to get Suigetsu, and my event plan is to just go for Kono's Great Tree, 30k all the way, as much Great Ninja Madara as possible. Now, if we're talking about the value or how much you're going to get from Great Ninja Madara, you need more than 30,000 to get 4 stars. All right, the minimum is like 38,000. You probably want to go like 40 something thousand. And so I'm going to start just slowly collecting Great Ninja Madara fragments to create this team that you see here. Suigetsu will provide shield and evasion rate to Kisame and Great Ninja Madara, and he also chases evades dodge. Okay, can't talk today. I have Earth Main, but you might just fix it to Fire Main, and then generate chakra or something. But we don't actually need to generate chakra, so we might be able to like lower their defense, lower their resistance and critical rate with that Fire Main ability. It would work pretty well. We'll be increasing our, we will increase. Okay, kind of totally lost track of what I was saying. But yeah, anyways, this team works, and that's the team I'm gonna go for this Oki but dummy account that that's around here, because there's really not many ninjas that this guy has. Try to build something that works, that's sort of meta but not exactly meta. You know, we'll try something like that. You know, we got the third Raikage, we got the Killer Bee, but it doesn't really work. Neither of them works with Taka Suigetsu, so we got to build something else. All right, guys, let's get to the spending and wish me luck.
You're the kind who spits them out when you be done, know you're sinning. I'm your sacrificial lamb, you one, I'm the victim. When you turn the lights out, turn the lights out. 'Cause usually doesn't hurt. I feel it getting worse. I'm underneath your spell. Waiting for the night to fall in love. That's how you really know I fucked it up. It's just a little lie, it's all it was, it's all it was.